Welcome to a new test and teardown video. This time it's something completely different. What do you think about this one? Oi, 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 oi. It is about 7 kilos, quite heavy. It's called a Multiguard BM 25. It is from Industrial Scientific, and it is supposed to be some sort of a gas sensor, gas detector alarm unit, and we got some different connectors on each side. I think you can connect several units on a string of wires, like daisy chain them or something like that. And then there's a powerful, oh, this is glass or something. So there's an alarm here, a very visual one, and there's also loud audio alarms. I bet that will be their speakers or something like that. And of course it's approved for all sorts of nasty gases, but also high concentration O2. So that means flammable gases and all that kind of stuff. So that means, of course, all switches and everything inside is completely gas tight, and there's no leaks of anything. And also the switches, there are, see, no moving parts. Of course, you cannot have any switches or any movable things in a possibly dangerous gas environment. So for safety, it's definitely some heavy duty stuff, and obviously it doesn't power on. I think this is the power on switch, and I don't know how long do you need to hold this. It's of course completely dead, and because of the 7 kilos, I think there will be a big battery pack inside. So all I have to do is open this wonderful thing and figure out how to get inside. Oh, look at that. Let's start from the start. It says a lot of funky stuff. Charge and do that. So here we got the different connectors, LED and about the alarms, like that. I also found a web page that actually sells these. We got the manuals, we got explain about the different gas types and all that kind of stuff, and they explain a little bit more about the unit. I think it is from 2007. This is probably the most amazing build quality I have seen in a very, very long time. Look at the quality. And we got speakers. And that will of course be the charge connectors. No, yeah, well. And got some nice indications on the different connectors down there. See? This one says charge. So that is the charge, and this is probably some other DC in, out and stuff. I will get, oh yeah, here's the brain. I haven't yet figured out what that is. Some kind of optical link or something like that. Look at that. Oh, so it's a serial interface where you can just plug and in-plug optical interface. Isn't that sexy? Without any risk of creating any kind of spark. They really thought about it all. And the ruggedness of this. You could really build yourself a beach water safe MP3 player in this unit. Well, look at that. That is not a bad idea. We got some nice speakers that will do the job. And that will probably be the sensor board with some different, I actually don't know what kind of sensors and how they work, but here at the front, you see, here we got some different Oh, that's probably access to the different sensors. Let's try and open that and have a look. Really nicely made. So that is the plastic piece with a little filter here. And here we've got the different sensors located, and they are of course all in sockets. So you can just take out one little sensor here and replace them, because it's quite typical. Some of these sensors, they don't last insanely long, and then you just replace them. And they made it so anybody can install them, because you can see it's coded. So this one goes right there. Click. And this one. There's another one for some other gas. Isn't that amazing? See, it's not fitting like that. No, here it is. What is that one? Oh, they're beautiful. This looks a little bit expensive stuff, huh? So how is this? And this one is the O2. And as you can see here, it's totally splatty down here at the end. And this is all sorts of gunk down there. And this is typical for O2 sensors. They're also very heavy. And this is because they contain all sorts of acids and metals and nasty stuff that corrode. So you definitely want to fix the, throw this out and replace it. And they don't last that long as well. And it's because, you need to do that before it corrode everything here to pieces. But you can see the gunk and splat is already out between all the pins, and it's already causing damage. That is bad. And then we have, oh, that is a spare. Super funny. So this is how you just close it. So this one was mounted with only 4 of the 5 possible sensors. Ugh. Yeah, I probably want to clean this a little bit. That is one amazing quality of a battery pack. And it even says exactly the 7.2 and nickel metal. And see what I did? I figured out the ground and the positive, and it was absolutely 0 volts. And the blue one is a 25 kilo NCC for a temperature sensor. So right now I'm actually trying to give it a little bit of current just to see if I can restore this battery. And look at that. Doesn't matter how many amps I give the pack, the internal resistance is really, really good. Aren't you a little bit impressed? Of course, I just want to give it a half an amp and just wait until tomorrow and see how it goes, right? Meanwhile, I can have a little better look of what is going on inside this unit. We got some fuses, quite a lot of fuses really. See the small ones, the little fuse. There's a big one up here and 5 more fuses there. There's a switch called on. And see, I was right about the infrared interface. Look at that one in the middle of the picture. So that's definitely infrared interface. And those switches or push buttons, nothing is moving when you touch them. So is it a touch sensor of some sort, or is it a magnetic sensor? So I tried with a little magnet, and it definitely feels like something happens. How about that? So you need to actuate this with a magnet? Or am I losing something here? Maybe I should just go and download the manual. That's probably going to explain that. And what is that and that? Also another type of fuse. It looks like it, right? See there? another type of fuse, and all those protection components for all the external wiring. Huh. Definitely interesting. And there's a backup battery as well. I wonder if I will be able to get it up and running. I tried to put in some 12 volts here. I started from 10 all the way up to 24. Absolutely not a 0 milliamp. And nothing happens. So it's probably because we have 0 volts on the battery, and then nothing will be activated. Its charging circuits or something like that is definitely not activated by that. So maybe with a little bit of voltage on the battery now, I could probably try and see if this charge will work. It seems to accept some charging. Is there any kind of... Look at that! There's some indication going on here about the charge. So let's see if there's any kind of response. Now I want to try my theory about the magnet. Oh. Now it's been charging for 43 minutes and it's using 300 milliamps. And the fun thing is that if I give it 12 volts, this is the maximum current that I charge. See, if I give it one more, it goes down. And if I give it one less, it also goes down. So I believe 12 volts is the correct charging. Also, I found the manual, and it says the switches is a piezo type of sensor. So that means you have to probably tap it or something like that. Let's see. And it should give an audio alarm and a flash alarm at power up. So I'm probably going to be scared or something like that. So probably you can't turn it on when it is charging. So I'll disconnect and then wait for it. Yes, and then we will try. How hard do you need to hammer these? Man. So of course this sucker don't work. What a bummer. So what can we do? Ew! I was so excited to be playing with this lamp and the beepity beepity and ew, not funny. But I have no schematics, I have no nothing. So and there's a full of microcontrollers and all sorts of stuff. So there's just not a lot I can do about this. I mean, yeah, it's probably not going to power up because I removed this cable, huh? What is the fun? So here's what I did. I unplugged the cable for the LED, and it turns out it's a little bit nicely made with different circuit boards like that and all the LEDs like that. We got two signals to drive two different set of LEDs, so that's pretty neat. I'm just using a sine wave generator like that to drive the LEDs. Yeah, I'm not able to power this up. I've been poking around with the main board and all the different, it's just, everything is just completely dead. So that sucks. I mean, I'm not able to use this for anything at all, but this is a nice case with the nice speakers, and it's super rocked and all that. So I think it can be converted into a absolutely crazy MP3 player or something like that for beach parties, something like that for the summer. What do you think? What will you use this for? You can please come with some good ideas and suggestions in the comments. I would love to hear your ideas if you happens to have a unit like this. That could be interesting. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and tell all your friends. Bye bye.